You ever met somebody who just ain't never satisfied, always damn complaining, just got a complaining ass spirit on them? Well, that's that damn Molly. Let's talk about it. Now, so girl, did you get into last night's episode of Insecure? Now look, I know it's 12:45 at night, bitch. I had a whole lot of shit to do today. I had to go buy a new TV because baby Isaac knocked my other one over. This one I got mounted on the wall, so when he come over, he can't knock this one over or whatever the case may be. And I had some other stuff around the house that needed to be done. Nevertheless, I may not come when you want me, but I'm always on time. Let's talk about this complaining ass Molly. Bitch, the episode opened up with Molly getting some dick. Yes, God, honey. Now, maybe her ass will stop acting like one. Let me tell you something. Karate Kid smacked it, flipped it, and rubbed it down. Between them yoga, capoeira, and them Japanese Siamese jiu-jitsu poses he was doing on her, you would think that mama would have been satisfied because she got something that she could feel. But because she ain't satisfied, the dick and the backstroke even wasn't enough. That man gave her everything he had. Like Anita Baker said, is it something I can give you in exchange for everything you give to me? That man gave her everything, giving her the best that he's got. And it still wasn't enough for her never satisfied ass. So now I'm sitting on the sofa eating my bagel and cream cheese, wasting this shit all over my ivory colored sofa because I'm just frustrated and my pressure running through the roof. And if that wasn't worse, then we got Issa and Condola walking up and down Sesame Street talking about where they gonna put the DJ booth, talking about where they gonna put the vendors, talking about where they gonna put the food and whatnot. And then Condola say, well, I'm going out of town this weekend and yah. And Issa say, girl, what you going for, business or for pleasure? She said, I'm going for pleasure. In the back of her mind, she said, I'm going for pleasure with your ex-nigga. And Issa said, ooh. Then it got real awkward, and I'm glad they both just sat down and squashed it, right? Because my heart was palpitating. My heart got broke, you know, it hurt so bad. It's sad to say, love wins again. I'm about to place my heart under lock and key to take some time to take care of me, okay? Because when she turned around, Lawrence wasn't there. But Condola singing, how did you get here? I went to a baby shower. Yes, God, honey. I went to a baby shower. Listen, quiet as it's kept, this corona got me so backed up and dry around here. I normally decline baby shower interviews, but since hoes meeting men's at the baby showers, baby, I go to a baby shower, I go to a Key Sierra, I go to all type of shit I normally don't participate just to get me a little piece of loving, okay? Child, I don't even want my own man at this point. I take somebody else, man, just to have somebody touch me on the inside part and call my name. And no, I am not insecure. I am fully intact and fully together. I'm just fully in touch with what my needs are. And right now, I need the comfort of a man. Anybody, man. Funky Bunch, do you understand? Y'all can sit there and judge me all you want, bitch. And all of us don't have a moment when, bitch, you was like, bitch, I'll take anybody, man, okay? It's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. Sorry, girl. And they said, bitch, you ain't truly from Miami unless you sat around the bitch and fucked her man. Well, let me tell you something. This quarantine, don't trust Quentin around this quarantine, okay? Because I'll itchy gitchy yah-yah in your face and itchy gitchy yah-yah with your man at the same damn time. Anyway, this ain't about me, bitch. This ain't about me, and we ain't gonna make it about me either. Don't be dropping down in the comments talking about me. This about Molly and Issa and all of them. And speaking about getting the comfort of a man, baby, Molly talking about she putting that pussy on pause. Quiet as it's kept, as annoying as you is, Molly, you ain't gotta put that pussy on pause. keep it. Wrap it up, laminate it, duct tape it, and ship that shit over to goddamn China. Let their ass test it for corona, cause something is wrong with you. I'm surprised this shit ain't corroded as stingy as you try to be with it. Quiet as it's kept. You know the one person I want Molly to give that box to? At some point in this feature movie film situation we watching, I want her to give Torian in that office some of that goddamn box. Yes, God, honey, I could just see her and Torian. That Issa, that's what y'all need to write somehow or another, that they stop beefing with one another and they realize they got more in common than not. And he give her something she could feel all down to the office on the briefing papers and all while the paralegal hit her out there by the Xerox machine. But nevertheless, she talking about she want Andrew to open up and she want him to do all this. And it's like, girl, you don't only know, I mean, you ain't know this man long enough for the credit repair people to fix your credit. You ain't known this man long enough for your fish tank to oxidize. You ain't known this man long enough for your perm to take. You ain't known this man long enough for you to put nail on your box and wash it off in the stuff we clean. Slow down, you're moving way too fast. You're only 16. That's the one time Destiny's Child let Latavia sing. Couldn't tell Lil Jackie nothing. 16 thought she knew it all. They let her talk sing because they said she couldn't hold no. Y'all remember when she was on R&B Divas and Wendy Williams was like, you know, all season you went and I singing, are you gonna sing something for us? And Latavia was like, birds fly in the sky. You know how I feel. Then she gonna turn her head like she turned it. Like she was Fantasia down to the Grammys or something. Focus, Quentin. Get this ain't about Latavia. Nevertheless, Molly ass ain't satisfied, but I'm gonna tell you who was satisfied. Baby. Round here talking about screwing somebody, man. TSA Bay had Issa ass in a double reverse Chinese handstand, bitch, like she had trained with Bella Caroli them at the Olympics gymnast training camp. Okay, he was, ooh girl, ooh honey, let me tell you something, honey. That right there, I'd have told him he'd have had to pick me up and let my head at least be on the doggone bed, because I need to have some control. That's too much weight you putting down on the bitch. You ain't finna tear up my stuff. Baby, I need my stuff when I get up. Let me tell you something. He was fucking Issa so goddamn rough and so Chinese origami like. I'm surprised when she stood up, her whole reproductive system didn't just fall out like that condom did on that goddamn mirror on the wall, that Cinderella mirror. And I'm gonna tell you something. One thing I love about Insecure is because in a quirky kind of way, it touches on the real things, the real awkward things that do happen to us. And if you don't lay it low and spread it wide the right way long enough, baby, you don't got a condom stuck up in there and had to take tweezers. Some of y'all even had to go down to urgent care, didn't have no damn insurance, had to pay that one thing. Isn't that just embarrassed? Just isn't that embarrassed? By the time your ass decided to go to the doctor, pussy smelling like spoiled, expired eggnog. Then it got that lettuce in that latex in the Lord. Child, some of y'all nasty hoes probably got lettuce in there too, looking like a Chipotle salad with extra cream cheese down there. But you ain't heard that from me. I'm not one to gossip. Nevertheless, Dr. Jackie ass wasn't available. You didn't have no damn insurance. You had to go down there embarrassed with your face down like this, telling the people what the fuck was wrong with you. And they had to put them forceps in there to get it out. And quiet as it's kept, the way that he was hunching Issa ass in that double reverse origami handstand, real Japanese hibachi Benihana style, I'm surprised she didn't have to pull that condom out through her throat. Okay, yes, God, big boy put his weight down on it and beat that thing in. You know, I'm like, ooh, something about it was vulgar and sexy at the same damn time. She lucky big boy didn't stroke too hard and make a mistake and put it in her butt while she had her legs pulled back like she was about to give birth. And y'all know what I'm talking about, when a nigga on top of you and he's stroking and stroking and going fast and making that thing real slippery and wet, just making that noise. And he make a mistake and stroke too hard and stick it in your butt by mistake, and you feel a wrath of hell shoot up through your body. It shot up in my bones. You thought Rance Allen was singing something about the name Jesus. Oh, shut up. In my bones. Not in your bones, honey, in your butt. Yes, God, honey, you gonna call the name Jesus if that don't happen to you. That's a fire burning sensation. Listen, some of y'all gonna drop down in the comments. Nessa girl, don't be shy. Let us know what done happen. That done happen to some of y'all before. I could tell that you be walking real parrot-toed, bow-legged with the summer breeze blowing through your ass because it's the size of a goddamn silver dollar because he don't ramp that thing up and then you scared the shit the next day. Y'all bitches laughing. Y'all laughing, but it's a whole bunch of y'all on the line to understand exactly what the hell I'm talking about. At any rate, Molly at the office and she tried to speak to Torian and Torian just be real mean and dry to her. She tried to be a little tour agent or whatever, and at that moment I had forgot what the reason he was being a dick to her was, but I just remembered they didn't get along. So then Condola and Lawrence go to eat lunch and Lawrence talk about how he eat his fries with mayonnaise, and I don't know how people dip anything in mayonnaise. Mayonnaise has to be accompanied by a meat and a bread. Mayonnaise is a sandwich spread. Has to go in a salad, a tuna salad, chicken salad. Mayonnaise is not for dipping. Honey mustard is for dipping. Barbecue is for dipping. Hot sauce and ketchup is for dipping. Mayonnaise is not for dipping. Mayonnaise is made for spreading between bread and meat. Nevertheless, then she said, oh, me and Issa were laughing about that the other day and things instantly got awkward. And it's like, let's talk about it. You know, to be honest, after Condola talked to Lawrence about it, I got her point. Like, me and Issa needed to talk about it to get it out there to not make it awkward. But it is awkward as hell for Lawrence that I'm kicking it with a new girl who actually knows my other girl of 5 years. It's just an awkward situation. And I want to tell you something. Quiet as it's kept, the shit, all of it really feels like more stress than it's worth. And that relationship with Condola and Issa is just not going to work. If I was Issa and if I was Condola, my decision would be, after we finish this block party, to kind of like go our separate ways. I mean, and maybe we work on this thing annually, but us fool our line and forging a friendship, it's just too much awkwardness. And it's going to require a level of maturity that I do not think most people possess. Especially if y'all start getting in the good girlfriend category, so on and so forth. This shit is just a mess waiting to damn happen. It is a mess waiting to happen. So then, Lawrence talked to the boys. Let me tell you something. When they told, I forgot his name, when they told that boy he looked like a box, bitch, I hollered. Because he is putting on a little weight and he is getting real boxy up top. Looking real quiet as he's kept. He looking like Sutton from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but y'all didn't hear that from me. And then when the other dude was like, bitch, I don't have no problems because every time I break up with a girl, I move. Bitch, I miss Dallas, I holler. And I holler. I'm going to tell y'all why I hollered. I was in high school and it was this boy named Saheed, and him and this girl named Bill was getting ready to fight in the field behind Popeyes by Cass City High School. And Saheed told Bill, bitch, every time it's time for y'all to pay y'all rent, y'all move. And I just fell out laughing, and I've always remembered that, and it was just funny. Because when he said, every time I break up with a girl, I move, it reminded me of that shit that happened way back in the early damn 2000s. Nevertheless, that was funny. Lawrence was talking to the boys, and they was telling him, try to give him advice. And here's the thing, right? Lawrence was in a lose-lose situation. If he came at Issa sideways, he was being petty. And if he came at Condola with too much oomph, then he was being insecure, or whatever the case may be. But I will say this. He found the perfect way to handle it. Like, he didn't come at Issa crazy. He was like, you know, on some, I just want her to get to know me for me. Like, you know, can y'all kind of make it a point to not? And I think it was only right that he more so had the conversation with Issa because she knows him better and Condola's trying to get to know him. So, you know, I like the way he did it. He did it real smooth. You know, stopped by. I was like, you know, yo, what up, what up, what up? And it was slightly awkward. It could have been even more awkward, but Lawrence handled that thing, I think, the best way it could have been handled. So Issa and Condola having a meeting, right? They finish up the meeting and Molly pulls up looking all funky by the face, like she's smelling shit or whatever. Then being real nice, nasty to Condola. Condola getting ready to leave. She picking up the girl purse to hand it to her, trying to help her leave off the scene expeditiously. Issa ass can't pick up on a social clue to save her damn life. Everything about Molly's demeanor was saying Condola's gotta go. And here's the thing, right? You know, Issa, you've got to have a stronger sense of emotional intelligence. You know Molly, and you know Molly for her works. And then coupled with the fact that Molly had told you last week in your courtyard that your life ain't got to be this difficult and you should end this friendship with her. That should have been a social cue enough for Issa to know that Molly really ain't featuring this, and she damn sure don't want to be a part of this freaky threesome love affair. So then when Condola, they offered Condola to stay, and Issa gonna say to Molly, you know what, you don't want her to be here. I mean, of course, at that point, Molly had to say, it's cool, because then she would look like the bitch. And it would be clearly obvious that there's some issue, or Molly don't like Condola, or whatever the case may be. I think all things constant, had Lawrence not been in the picture, I think Molly, Condola, and Issa will be really good friends. Quiet as it's kept, I think Condola is the type of friend that Molly ass actually needs, because she's on Molly's level. She's not her flunky like Issa is, and maybe she can show Molly how to be a successful, secure woman without being a bitch and without complaining all the damn time. Nevertheless, that is what it is. So, we get to the scene where Molly make that salty ass, hypertension filled ass gumbo, and Andrew comes over. You know, Andrew wanted, to fill up on her booty a little bit. He wanted to eat her gumbo and her gumbo, if you know what I mean. But she wanted to take it slow, whatever the case may be. And he was sitting down, and I want to tell you something. He served her ass up something so proper. Don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with Molly wanting a little more out of Andrew. I think where Molly went wrong is that she keeps creating these arbitrary hurdles, right? And then each time Andrew passes one hurdle, there's no respite between the next hurdle. So it's like, okay, I go out of my way to prove this. I go out of my way to please you about this. I bend here. And then after I do that and I think we're good, you create another damn obstacle. And he told her, right? He told her, let me read it to you verbatim what he told her. He said, everything is an issue with you. Like, yeah. And I think Issa reinforced that when they were hiking at the end of the episode. And she was like, you know, damn girl, do you want to be happy? Because you complain about every fucking thing. And it's so funny because your homegirls and everybody on the outside looking at you like, okay, you got somebody that's attractive, that's into you, that got good sex, that got good job. He ain't begging for your money. He ain't wasting your time. Like, girl, what more do you want? Slow down. You're moving way too fast. Like, girl, don't rush the flow. Smooth, baby. Steady gets the race. It's almost as if she want a goddamn husband overnight and she just gave him the punani last night. Slow down, Molly. Do not rush your life. Like the grown people say, don't rush to be grown. Molly is rushing to be grown. Because the minute he open up to her, the next thing she gonna be asking for is a goddamn ring and a damn baby. You watch and see if he stick around longer damn enough. So Issa gets to the damn concert waiting on Condola. They hanging out or whatever, trying to scout for their headliner. And she calls Lawrence to find out if she should be able to tell Condola, that he came by. Again, that's further entangling this three-way love affair. Issa, stay the hell out of it. And Lawrence was like, no. And then she tried to do the, so how you doing thing? And Lawrence was like, no, we can just hang up. I dig Lawrence. Like, I'm not doing the X thing and we're friends. Like, we're cordial, we cool. I see you when I see you, but I'm damn sure not about to foster a friendship with you when you friends with this girl that I'm trying to foster a relationship with. It's just not a good idea. And especially because y'all got 5-year history, it wouldn't be too hard for y'all's hearts to start feeling something again. And speaking of, where the hell is Daniel? And where the hell is Nate? I would have given anything for one of them to have been at the concert. Jump, jump, Mac Daddy make you jump, jump. I would have loved to have seen one of them. When is one of them gonna cross Issa's path so she could stop? Well, she said she stopped screwing TSA Bay or whatever because he had too many kids to split that good government employee check with. And anyway, then we get to the scene where Molly gets to work. They sitting in the office asking about the case or whatever. Torian goes and gives his spiel on the case. Molly has nothing to contribute, even though you can see something on her face. Torian comes in her office, closes the door, and asks her, what's the tea? Molly had all the tea, but because she got in trouble for grandstanding before, I guess she wanted to hold back. And I like Molly because she said, you know, at least this was one situation where she owned her shit and she was like, listen, I know I did you wrong the last time and I just want us to get along. And I think that that's going to get somewhere with Torian. I just think he's one of those people that he got to serve it to her ass real quick and just make her feel his wrath for a little bit. I do think Molly and Torian are going to be all right. Like I said, I want their ass to hook up because I think they got more in common than not. And then we can see kind of the rift that's starting to be built between Molly and Issa. It's almost as if at this point Molly and Issa both are taking advantage of the opportunity to cut one another nice nasty. Like Molly got Issa last episode telling her, you know, your life don't have to be this messy. And Issa got her back this time saying, well, damn girl, it's almost as if you don't even want to be happy. You always find a problem with anything. Which I feel like Issa was actually being genuine and telling her the truth. And Molly was being nasty the last time. But now Molly feel away, and it don't make it no better that Andrew called and apologized to Molly, because down in the back of Molly's mind, she's probably feeling vindicated and feels like she was right because Buddy apologized. I love how multi-layered Insecure is able to be and how they're able to capture the various layers and emotions that friends and lovers go through all in 30 minutes. I still got an attitude. I'm going to bring it up every review. The shit too goddamn short. I know Issa said it's a 30-minute comedy, but the shit need to be a damn hour. The minute we get into it, the damn credits be coming on and the shit be damn going off, and I feel some type of way. I pay $26 extra a month on my damn cable in order to get the HBO Cinemax package, and I need all 26 worth of my goddamn dollars, and that's how I feel about it. At any rate, y'all, that's Insecure episode 2 from season 4. If you are new to my channel, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that little bell button so you can get all of the notifications, and I will call y'all later. Bye! And get rid of all the messy Mollys in your life. Oh, never satisfied ass heifers.